Alright, yeah, which direction? Which direction are we heading? Ba da 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 la la la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Hi, Fluffy, finally back on Twitch after I don't know how long. I'm not really back on it. I was just pretty much testing to see if Streamlabs will actually work. Map is not accessible? What? It's not accessible. Why is it giving me the option? Oh, okay. Got you. It's all coming clear now. How you been, man? It's been a while.
Straight through the air. That was almost a challenge.
Come on, RNG. Are you gonna love me today? Doesn't seem like it.
The hunt is on.
It moves.
This is what I get for
Good
freeing you.
timing. The spirit is near.
And that's
Don't
that.
let it escape. Stay on it. Rathen's flaring. It's getting stronger. Strike before it slips away.
Straight through the heart.
Strike true.
Oh, this RNG is so bad.
Pack's full.
What you been doing, Caleb? Chat, I'm thinking about going to the standard and creating Amazon.
I'll take that. Lightning strikes twice.
Well, that was lame.
Hello there. You sure about that placement?
Sure.
Light him up.
No matter.
Clear him out.
Well, it's all right, I guess. Bro, we got a mother freaking divvy, son. Out of an expedition chest. Let's freaking go. RNG loves me tonight. For real, for real.
I'll not say no to that.
Sure, I grabbed that off the ground.
A home away from home.
Go on.
Got a motherfucking divine, bro. Mother freaking divine. We got a mother freaking divvy out of an expedition chest. Alright, alright, alright. Let's go. If you want to come and get it, let me know. Should have done this one.
Go on. Yes.
Alright, alright, alright. Amulets in this one, rings in this one. Now, Yeah, 2 divines. I know this build requires the deepest tower. Hundred divines. Somebody seriously bought all the deepest towers? Wait a minute, what? Oh. Wrong one. Shit, if I can get it for 27, I can solve. Let's look on a market here. Go for Divine Orbs max 2. Nothing. What the hell? Alright, we're looking at getting the deepest tower, chat. This is what we're looking at. Right here. Okay. A lot of this stuff is 2 divs. All right. Two Davies. Pleasure doing business.
Hey,
Kidding me? Whatever. All right. Now go to builds. Something's right there. Something's right there. Go right there. Okay. Got everything we need as of right now. Look how bad this DPS is. Oh, that is horrible. Horrible. Here's that two. Here's that one. From nothing. Right. Wavering stance. that's expensive. Okay, we're gonna have to look at this guy's YouTube video, see what he does. Check it out. No.
Be showing my unethical build, if you will, with revolving around a low life. So this is just going to be a tier 16 stone citadel showcase, and then I'm going to show you the unique map that is nothing but bosses, 10 bosses in a row, 10 waves, and it is ridiculous. It's hilarious. There is nothing that this build cannot do. It's really wild. But anyways, let's just fast forward a little bit. I mean, lightning spear clearing the whole screen. Yes, 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 as we know. Now this will be, you will need 3 or 2 items for this build. And also if I'm using 1 jewel, which is not really needed, but it will definitely help. Now this one theme, if you will, or goal with this headpiece specifically, you will be getting, you can get up to 400% damage increase, and that is just ridiculous through 1 item. And this is also applicable on any build in the game, which probably will end up being meta anyway, like in the long run, that everyone will play that in the end game. But anyways, I am speccing in strong boxes and rogue exiles. Strong boxes are nothing that great so far. All the end game stuff on the atlas does not look that great, except exiles. Exiles look quite alright, so my plan is to do exiles with rituals and whatnot, because they can respawn there. Now I'm loading a second character now, and I had 3 rogue exiles in act 1 per zone. I mean act 1, yeah, act 1 crew, which is pretty crazy. So atlas does carry over to campaign, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we are I'm speccing into crit. This is a crit chance, crit damage build on a ritualist. Anyone who says that you can do it only on Amazon is wrong. You can do it in ritualist, and it is literally absolutely insane. Let me fast forward here to our beloved Doriani. Ritual sacrifice, I will show you a little tech how to get it over a minute as a buff, because it's insane. If it's over a minute, it is worth it. Before that, not really. If it's like base with 28 seconds, not that great, but over a minute, that's pretty good. Now here, I'm waiting for the buff to fall off, because I don't want to make this too easy, but eventually it doesn't matter. So we're using Orbital Storm here, free boss to get rage stacks. You can use anything. I know Spearfield is good. You can use Stormlance. That's also used as a more single target, but first phase Doriani. I hate when you heavy stun, there is a you cannot get him after below half HP because he phases. I hate heavy stun because every time the enemies are getting knocked back and you are basically losing your window with DPS. I hate it. Why are they doing it like that? It's literally anti-melee mechanic. That's crazy. Second phase here, dropping Orbital Storm, and you can do conductivity as well, and it's 2 rotations. What we do here is I apply shock with lightning spear, because Primal Strikes does each shock debuff to deal damage. So I did 1 lightning spear, 1 Primal Strikes, 2nd lightning spear, 2nd Primal Strikes, and the boss is gone. Wild. And mind you, I have +3 boss difficulty in Atlas. I'm still missing one. I don't know where to get it. So yeah, this is almost like the hardest you can do on the bosses itself. So yeah. But now we got the unique map with bosses. This was a tier 15. I couldn't make it tier 16. I don't think the mods from towers actually affect these towers. Look, this was my first map, by the way. And I did not get my book from here. I got scammed. So what you gotta do is just search for these moonstones. These rune stones, you need to click on them. They will proc, and you know the area will be a bit different as well. I really like this mod from Ritual Sacrifice, extra energy shield. Big fan of that, big fan. Let me fast forward here. And here we go with the bosses. Again, we drop Orb of Storms to get the rage stacks and whatnot, get the Font of Mana as well, the mana regen. You could also get the health regen if you have that. I am also using Trinity, but more about it later. To explain some stuff that a lot of people seem to be missing. People think of Trinity is the same as PoE1. No, it's not. I'll show you though. So 10 waves of bosses. Sometimes I even one-shot them with spear. Look at that. It's like half HP going with spear to apply shock primal strikes. This is ridiculous. This is like a rare mob, man. Even worse than that. Second boss, boom, instant. Explosion. Be careful with explosions from some of the bosses though. And this is random spawn of bosses. I did get a player as well. I didn't expect this, man. Going into this map for the first time, I did not expect this. I'm a big fan of this map though. The visuals and everything looks amazing. Big fan, big fan. And also only one rare mode from Ritual Sacrifice. Again, I didn't want to make it overkill, but as you can see, it doesn't matter at all. I am still missing a lot of damage, a lot of gear. My gear is not the best. I can get definitely better rings. So I started using a Hand of the Wisdom. Hand of the Wisdom, I started using it for the attack speed from Dexterity. This is 8, so be careful with this one. But yeah, Hand of the Wisdom for stacking Dexterity, attack speed, I needed that. And then extra bonus with lightning damage, of course. And for that you need Intelligence on gear, namely on the rings. And Amulet, because Ingenuity buffs both rings, and Ritualist can buff all rings plus Amulet. So there is so much damage I can get on this build as well. But is that needed? As you can see, I don't think so. I wish I could show you some Pinnacle boss, but I'm a poor fella. I don't have keys for those bosses. So I need to start farming Breach to get Breach Stones at least. This is the last boss. Last wave always spawns 2 bosses. God damn. I mean, god damn. Do you see that? The no book at all? I got scammed, dude. I got scammed. I was supposed to get the Atlas book. But this is some loot as well. I got nothing from these. So once again, fellow gamers, I do have a planner in the on Mobalytics. I will have the link in the description with everything written out as well. And then Path of Building, same story. The code will be on Mobalytics on the right side, so you can take a look. But right now, I will take you to the game. And we will talk about the good stuff, okay?
We don't RNT. Don't RNT chat, you get banned.
How to make it over a minute. So we go put a persistence gem in here to get more duration, and we cannot set it to weapon set 2. We have to do it manually because they still didn't fix that. But as you can see, my duration goes from 28 seconds to 65.5, which is insane. How do we achieve that? On weapon set 2, I am running this shield with more effect duration, 50%. And for weapon set 2, all this green line is the weapon set 2. So you are gonna get, you wanna get all of these skill effect durations increase. So this assault, we wanna get multitasking, which is also cooldown reduction, pretty good. And up top we get lasting toxins for more duration, and here we get lingering for more duration. You have 24 points for weapon sets, so sadly we cannot reach the big one up top. But you can anoint that if you want, but I like fear damage on the anoint. So that's how you get massive ritual sacrifice. as you can see. Oh, it doesn't work. It have to be in the map, but yeah. Back to skill gems. Unbreakable stun threshold, because sometimes you are locked in animation with ritual sacrifice. So be careful about that. You can die in that. That's why we kind of like to get stacked at evasion. And stun threshold is good, so you won't get interrupted. Wind wave to stun enemies if they really hit you. And then ingenuity for cooldown reduction. Lightning spear, this is our AoE clear, and on single target we only use this to proc shock because it has increased shock chance, as you can see in here. So it's very easy to apply. So lightning infusion for some damage. We got vault. Vault makes it so you need to move for this, because for every vault you get extra damage, so you need to move with this bad boy. Innovate to get more lightning damage if you kill shocked enemy. 35% is insane. Fork is insane as well. Basically zaps between enemies. Very good for clearing. Get this as well. I don't even have a 6-link here. Last one would be probably retreat. Retreat gives you multiplicative damage, which is not needed if you use a melee skill. So we have primal strikes. We use it as a melee, and then with this, so it's got single target damage will be even higher. On the primal strike, this is the big damage for single target, because on the last hit it spawns spirits, but it needs to eat shock, right? Consumes a shock on a hit. It also applies lightning exposure. So we have best of both worlds for a lightning build, right? Shock here, exposure here. And we get primal armament. I tried to put everything multiplicative, which is more on the skill. So we got primal armament, concentrated effect. We got elemental focus, because this doesn't apply any elements. We got more melee damage with pursuit. Well, you trigger this one through using a one approach attack, which is lightning spear, just like retreat, and close combat, more attack damage. Ridiculous. Now, one thing to keep in mind: don't be too clinged up on the DPS stat sheet. Too many people rely on that. A lot of the things don't even display here correctly or at all. For example, this one doesn't display at all, as you can see damage, right? Same thing this one. So this is 50% multiplicative damage not showing here, so gotta keep that in mind. Now barrage here is to buff our lightning spear. This is basic copy or lightning spear. So we got premeditation for more damage and a new support gem inhibitor. So we make it the additional frenzy charge, or any frenzy charge will not be consumed by barrage, but we keep it for lightning spear. So how can you get frenzy charge on this build? Because I don't run any of the combat frenzy and stuff. So we can get this charm here, but you need to take lightning damage for this one. Or there is a new skill gem, new attack skill, which is called Call the Weak. When you lower enemies on low enough HP, they will be highlighted, and using this skill on them will kill them and give you frenzy charge. So very easy to get frenzy charges early on. If you start struggling with damage, you get this one. Replace it with Orb of Storms, and you're good to go. I'll mention it in the video, in the guide. Next up, conductivity to lower resistances on the targets. This is not even needed, as you can see. It's just ridiculous, but why not? Inspiration for less cost. Arcane Tempo for faster cast. Right now it's 0.47. And Focus Curse, so it procs more often. Faster, I mean. Next up is Orb of Storm for mana regen, the rage generation, and more AoE. So it covers a bit more ground. That's your opener. Now both of these are set to weapon set 2, because weapon set 2 has increased duration. As you can see, this orb lasts for 24 seconds compared to the normal, how much is it? 24? Excuse me, 10 seconds? That's just insane, right? That's just insane. Same for the curse. It lasts for 16 seconds from 7 seconds, so it's more than halved. Good stuff. I can recommend. Herald of Thunder for AoE clear, just precision here, nothing else needed here, honestly. You don't even need Herald of Thunder for a lightning spear, but we do get these passives that give you 50% damage, which is insane, on top of 24 here. Trinity, let's talk about Trinity. Some people don't understand this thing. So when you're in combat, you will see a circle in the left corner. It has 3 elements: lightning, fire, and cold. With lightning, this setup, we only proc lightning. But a lot of people think that it doesn't give you anything unless you proc all 3 elements, which is false. You need to proc, even with 1 element, you will still get the damage. So there is 100 max resonance, and for 50 resonance, I am getting 15% more elemental damage. That's multiplier, multiplicative. So it procs twice because we have 100 resonance. That's 30% multiplier elemental damage. For a spirit aura, I mean, sure, it's 100 spirit, but hey, you just need to get spirit on chest piece and amulet and you can run that. I know people are running companion, but I used to run companion as well. You can still do companion if you want to, because you can get hasted aura, you can get temporal bubble, which is amazing for like when there is huge density. You can get all damage shocks from a hat, and you can also make it instant revived with if it dies, because they are pretty squishy. These 2 points make it so it's instant revived. But yeah, I like Trinity. This is a triple element. Another reason why I like this is we put these support gems in here. Cold Fire, Lightning Mastery. As you can see, mine is level 30. So another reason why what I like about this one is we are using this Sun Splinter Buckler. As you can see, it does add a lot of skills on this bad boy, but it also gives us max resistance. And some of you may know this, but this is the best defense layer in this game. Max resistance, just hands down, is absolutely goated. You know, Kitsava, that's why Smith of Kitsava is so tanky, because it can reach 90% easily. Right now I'm at 77, 76, 78, so this can definitely get higher if I searched for a better one. I think this is pretty cheap as well. A couple exiles actually. Not a lot of people are aware of that. It's kind of crazy. So take that as an advantage for you right now. Ghost Dance to get more energy shield, which scales from evasion. We want fast forward, so there is less gap, so it procs more often, if you will. Right here. And Wind Dancer, more evasion. Somebody said untouchable works on this one, but this works based on attack time, and there is no attack time here, so I don't know. I haven't tested it really.
This is how to get in shape fast.
If you want.
The passives, Ascendancy. Obviously, we want to get the +1 ring slot, and this bad boy, which increases bonuses of... This is baby Ingenuity. This is actually better than Ingenuity, because this increases the effect of all 3 rings and amulet. So that's just wild. And then it's up to you. You can use Ritual Sacrifice if you want to. You don't have to. You can use Charm slots. There are pretty huge buffs to Charms after the weekend. So I think Ritualist then is gonna go really up. Now they're gonna introduce a Ascendancy reset as well. Switch, respec. And you will see a lot of people swap from Amazon to Ritualist, 100%. You can also get like, this region is pretty good. There is a little tech with certain gloves you might see me use maybe soon. So we'll see about that, we'll see. But yeah, I like the movement speed here. Right now I am at 44% movement speed, and I'm still missing 5% on the boots, so I can reach almost 50%, and that is without any jewels with movement speed, right? Because I use movement speed here and here. Let's talk about the other passive skills, right? So, alright, should we go over the low life stuff? I'll just show the crit stuff, okay? The crit stuff, by the way, is because of this weapon. This weapon's crit is insane. I don't even have a good roll. This goes up to 20%. I have a mid roll on the crit right here, so almost, so it can be better, right? But I was looking for corrupted piece with lightning flat, so we want to get the cook here for big crit damage. I did drop a lot of defense. I did have more energy shield and whatnot. Right now I am at like 500 here, pretty good life, and like 60% evasion. Nothing too crazy, could be better, but it's okay. I haven't had a problem at all. I mean, you could have seen it in the footage. So here, first movement speeds, some damage. Here's evasion and movement speed. We want to go for the spear skills here. Damage accuracy, crit damage, big stuff. I got acceleration for movement speed and skill speed. Up top, herald stuff, big damage. Here, flat crit, very important, get it. Here I get dexterity and evasion. Up top, the best damage is Wildstorm for max lightning damage, and this one is very good too. This crit chance against enemies with lightning exposure. We get lightning exposure from primal strikes. This crit chance is not showed in the stat sheet, but it's still very good, like very good. And we want some penetration too, very important as well, actually. And on the monk side here, we want to get all the crit chance and crit damage stuff. That gives you 20% increased presence area. So this becomes -50 to becomes -30 instead. And then you can further count the counters on a jewel or jewels. As you can see, I have 22% here, presence area, which makes this headpiece immediately like -18%, if my math is correct. And then I have a second one, which is over here, and it's 24%. So I'm actually increasing my presence a bit more. My presence or area of effect is actually bigger through this head piece right now. I'm at like plus 15-14%, even with this reduction. That's pretty good. Do you need this effect presence though? I don't think you do. We're all about the damage, so eventually if you can get crit damage instead of this presence, top notch, right? Get that. Get just damage will be much better. But yes, it's pretty good still. So we got this head piece with low life. The big stuff happens right now on the weapon set 1. Just read through this. Alright, so enemies with low life, which is everyone, even with full HP, your damage with hits is lucky. Lucky means that it rolls twice and it chooses the better results in terms of like damage, which is insane damage boost. And the finishing blows, again, 60% damage increase against enemies with low life, and you have more stun build-ups. Stun build-up with this build is ridiculous. You could see it on the bosses too, so they survive. 60% damage here. All these small nodes give you 30%. 30%, man. That's 2, 4, 6. That's 180% on top of 60%, 240%, right? We don't stop there though. There is this passive too with 120%. That's 360% increased damage permanently. Like, what? But we don't stop there. There are these 2 small nodes, another 60%, bro. That's 420%, 420% increased damage. I cannot stress this enough. Are you wondering how am I able to allocate passives here? If you get this jewel from nothing that lets you allocate passives around this unwavering stance, you can choose all 3. All 3. You cannot get bulwark, it doesn't reach there. This jewel, when I bought it, was 5 divines, I believe. I don't know what the price is at right now. I was very lucky with drops. The rings here, what you want to search for is flat damage. Triple flat damage like here will be amazing. I need to replace it though because it's actually this one is good. So triple flat damage, intelligence, or any main stat like dexterity could be good, and then resistances. Obviously I recommend intelligence though because we are using hand of the wisdom. I mainly use this for attack speed because I felt like it was pretty slow dropping dents with death, but extra lightning damage, why not? Very cheap, by the way. They're like 2 divines now. I would say they're cheap compared to last league. Another affix to look for is lightning damage here on the rings. Very good too. I get some life for more tankiness. I don't really like to go full glass gun and whatnot, even though I dropped some. This ring, you want to search for breach rings because their quality goes to 40%, so definitely. But they are super hard because they don't even drop, man. It's really hard to get them. An amulet here, big life for what I like to focus on. I would like to get some energy shield as well, instead of the flat life maybe, or percentage. But with the spirit, it's kind of hard to land both. Res, main stats, I would like to get more main stats, but that's okay. I might put attributes on this actually to get more intelligence maybe. Chest piece, spirit as well. I got the life, double rest, stun threshold. And evasion energy shield, not too bad on this one. Could be higher, I guess. I wish I could corrupt it and would go 3 sockets. The belt ingenuity here. This used to go for very cheap. I don't know the prices now, but get it while you can because the charms will get buffed. On the boots, movement speed, life again, some mana, not too bad. I would prefer evasion energy shield, but it's okay. Double res, life regen. I'm at like what's 12. Oh, this is the only life regen I have. The buckler I already showed you. This for Trinity and also max rest for tankiness. On the potion, these are good mods, or this one is good too per second. The charms here are not that important, nothing too crazy. Immediate to stun, why not? That's pretty good actually. This is flex, so you can do whatever you want. And offhand weapons at 2, again the shield for duration. And rotation, once again, you drop Orb of Storm, you drop the Curse, and then 1 Lightning Spear into Primal Strikes, into Lightning Spear, into Primal Strikes, into Lightning Spear, Primal Strikes. You can use Barrage for Lightning Spear, and again. Boom, 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 1, 2, 3, because Fallen Strike is 3 attacks, that's it. So this is slower, it's much faster in reality, but it's much slower. And yeah, I think that will be pretty much it. Again, G's and gents, I stream every day on Twitch and YouTube. If you want to stop by, I would greatly appreciate it. But until next time, you guys have a great one. If you have any questions, hit me up. And thank you very much for watching. Have a good one. Peace.
can I help?
Ingenuity belt's actually going pretty cheap right now. We always fall corrupted.
Hello there.
Get one at any search. Try to get an ingenuity belt. An ingenuity belt. It says you want you gotta have better rings than this. All right, so go to runes. What do we need? Cold and fire. So we'll do cold. Fire. Fire, cold. passive. How do you do that though? Like, this guy has to be like.
Yes.
That to basics.
Speak.
rethink my approach.
Guess we got. I guess we will see.
Speak.
We're not even fully juicing these. Alright, so we gotta figure out this rotation, chat. That's what we gotta do. Just figure out the rotation.
Straight through the heart. Slimy bastard.
He said, put Orb of Storms on one. Put Conductivity on one. Primal. So we'll do this. Okay. So wait a minute here. This ain't working correctly. wanted to say is not conductivity. This is 78. Running into a problem.
Go on.
Refund. Now.
Essex.
Ruins, fire. We want to somehow
Lightning strikes twice. Bring it on.
Huh.
Take this. Almost a challenge. This'll do nicely. Straight through the art. Straight through the art. My mana's gone.
Shitty me. Build needs some improvement.
Speak.
All right, market. We need craft ourselves a ring here. It's 30 to strength. Now we're looking for something cold on it. Getting somewhere, getting somewhere. This is why we keep rings, chat. This is why we keep some rings. on? Chat, we want flat damage. That's what we want. Trying to craft to get it with a little bit of currency that we do have. Five. Let's go back to our rings. I had already hit the shitter. So we're gonna have to work with what we got at the moment. this one might actually be worth something. I want regal. I have salt. Chaos. Oh my gosh, low roll, low roll. Come on, man. Give me something good, bro. One to 13. 112. Going for one div. Let's do 50 exalt. Trying to build it up better, chat. We're trying. Don't know how well we're gonna do. Obviously, I want my stats up to be up higher. We'll see.
Strikes twice. You should have stayed buried. A worthy fall. through the art.
Right.
Clean kill. I like it here. It's quiet like.
Don't know. Why did you look it up? Hey,
Supposed to rain all day tomorrow. Thanks for killing my spirit.
glad to help.
I speak.
You too. Good night. Okay. Huh.
Go on. Time is of the essence.
Chat, I'm not certain how this build's supposed to be used. Really not. Enemies in your presence count as being on low life. Okay. Maybe we need to pass.
Time to check.
Do a little bit of noting here. See here. But what can we take off. That is the question. Like, bro, we have all this guy's stuff, and we're at like level 88. There is no shot, no chance that this guy is capable of running all these. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Now, what if it says 24 right here, right? Like, we have to have these passives. We have to have these skills, these passive skill points, to be able to get this stuff. I am not comprehending what is going on. You know? Like, I must be having something extra somewhere. Okay. But this is only 4 points right here. Okay. We're looking at this passage tree of this guy's build. I think what is going on is this guy is literally level 100 using this build. Like, he's max level. He has to be 100% max level. Because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's 20 extra skill points right here, dads. I am not comprehending. Doesn't make sense. Well, let's do this. Okay. Let's go down this. We're gonna go down this line. We're gonna do that. So we'll do. This is only invasion. I am not gonna worry about invasion. get it if we can. Okay. 600, what's this? Not worried about invasion. Guess we'll try this. Now let's see our stats. See her gear. Doing that. Switch it.
Change me ways.
19,000.
Yes.
Got everything.
Of course.
Let's see. I'm gonna watch this guy's video. There's something I'm missing here, chat. Somewhere missing here.
The Valkyrie build, I will be showing my unethical build, if you will, with revolving around a low life. So this is just going to be a tier 16 Stone Citadel showcase, and then I'm going to show you the unique map that is nothing but bosses, 10 bosses in a row, 10 waves, and it is ridiculous. It's hilarious. There is nothing that this build cannot do. It's really wild. But anyways, let's just fast forward a little bit. I mean, lightning spear clearing the whole screen. Yes, 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 as we know. Now this will be, you will need 3 or 2 items for this build. And also if I'm using 1 jewel, which is not really needed, but it will definitely help. Now this one theme, if you will, or goal with this headpiece specifically, you will be getting, you can get up to 400% damage increase, and that is just ridiculous through 1 item. And this is also applicable on any build in the game, which probably will end up being meta anyway, like in the long run, that everyone will play that in the end game. But anyways, I am speccing in strong boxes and rogue exiles. Strong boxes are nothing that great so far. All the end game stuff on the Atlas does not look that great, except exiles. Exiles look quite alright, so my plan is to do exiles with rituals and whatnot, because they can respawn there. Now I'm loading a second character now, and I had 3 rogue exiles in Act 1 per zone. I mean Act 1, yeah, Act 1 crew, which is pretty crazy. So Atlas does carry over to campaign, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we are I'm specking into crit. This is a crit chance, crit damage build on a ritualist. Anyone who says that you can do it only on Amazon is wrong. You can do it in ritualist, and it is literally absolutely insane. Let me fast forward here to our beloved Doriani. Ritual sacrifice. I will show you a little tech how to get it over a minute as a buff because it's insane. If it's over a minute, it is worth it. Before that, not really. If it's like base with 28 seconds, not that great, but over a minute, that's pretty good. Now here, I'm waiting for the buff to fall off because I don't want to make this too easy, but eventually it doesn't matter. So we're using Orb of Storm here, pre-boss to get rage stacks. You can use anything. I know Spearfield is good. You can use Stormlance. That's also used as a more single target, but first phase Doriani. I hate when you heavy stun, there is a you cannot get him off after below half HP because he phases. I hate heavy stun because every time the enemies are getting knocked back and you are basically losing your window with DPS. I hate it. Why are they doing it like that? It's a little anti-melee mechanic. That's crazy. Second phase here, dropping Orb of Storm, and you can do conductivity as well, and it's 2 rotations. What we do here is I apply shock with lightning spear because Primal Strikes does each shock debuff to deal damage. So I did 1 lightning spear, 1 Primal Strikes, 2nd lightning spear, 2nd Primal Strikes, and the boss is gone. Wild. And mind you, I have +3 boss difficulty in Atlas. I'm still missing 1. I don't know where to get it. So yeah, this is almost like the hardest you can do on the bosses itself. So yeah. But now we got the unique map with bosses. This was a tier 15. I couldn't make it tier 16. I don't think the mods from towers actually affect these towers. This was my first map, by the way, and I did not get my book from here. I got scammed. So what you gotta do is just search for these moonstones. These rune stones, you need to click on them. They will proc, and you know the area will be a bit different.
So lightning spear, primal strikes, lightning spear, primal strike. All right. Now, mind you, we don't have all the jewels set either.
This lake seems
Did
of
you
another world.
really think my true form would be so limited?
Return to nothing. Straight through the art. A worthy foe.
An image traps how we see ourselves. Break the image, break the trap.
Oh wow. You know, 1 popped.
Fire fight all you want. It won't change a thing.
A worthy foe. Lightning
Loath
strikes
was I
twice.
to endure the form your plane forced upon me. Did you really think my true form would be so limited?
I'll not make the journey home like that. That was almost a challenge. I've enough in my pack already.
I will not endure yet another cycle of time. I refuse.
Lightning strikes twice. The hunt is on.
A mirror traps us in an image. No longer. Break the image, break the prison. To be locked in time is to
I've enough in my
never
pack already.
change.
Well, I don't know what this ring does.
Put my feet up.
Anybody got an idea?
Speak.
Wait a minute. Movement speed? First time I've ever seen movement speed on a chess piece.
Speak. Of course.
See here, how much exalt do we have? Probably not a whole lot. We have none. Man, this is bad. Horrible. We're broke. As fuck.
Straight through the art. Proof of me prowess. More coming out of the water. Bring it on. Shake off the dust. I'll not make the journey home like that.
Shoot, we're getting more drops on this than anything else.
I'm bent double as is.
What is it?
Oh. Let's put this up for 5. This over for 1. That one is sticker book. Anybody else having a problem lagging on the server?
I like it here. It's quiet like.
Speak.
See what this says. 70 accuracy. Why is it always fire damage?
out. A clean kill.
Oh, wow.
Lightning strikes twice.
Oh, I'm not liking that modifier.
That was almost a challenge. Hand bent double as is.
Speak. is of the essence.
As well. I really like this mod from Ritual Sacrifice, extra energy shield. Big fan of that, big fan. Let me fast forward here.
Chat,
Here
I
we
don't
go with the
understand
bosses
how.
again. We drop Orb of Storms to get the rage stacks and whatnot, get the Font of Mana as well, the mana regen. You could also get the health regen if you have that. I am also using Trinity, but more about it later. To explain some stuff that a lot of people seem to be missing. People think Trinity is the same as PvE1. No, it's not. I'll show you though. So 10 waves of bosses. Sometimes I even one-shot them with spear. And look at that, it's like half HP going with spear to apply shock primal strikes. This is ridiculous. This is like a rare mob, man. Even worse than that. Second boss, boom, instant explosion. Be careful with explosions from some of the bosses though. And this is random spawn of bosses. I did get a player as well. I didn't expect this, man. Going into this map for the first time, I did not expect this. I'm a big fan of this map though. The visuals and everything looks amazing. Big fan, big fan. And also only one rare mode from Ritual Sacrifice. Again,
See
I don't
this
wanna
up
make it
here?
overkill, but as you can see, it doesn't matter at all.
How
I'm
is
still
he
missing a lot of
getting
damage,
that?
a lot of gear. My gear is not the best. I can get definitely better rings. So I started using a Hand of the Wisdom. Hand of the Wisdom, I started using it for the attack speed from dexterity. This is
I wonder. It shows that he has this weapon set 1, the weapon set 2. trying to salvage some of our armor pieces. See here.
Hello there. Hello.
Omen of dextral annulment. $239 exalt. Crazy.
Part of the storm. Ancients all, get
How is he getting?
I'm bent double as is. That were almost a challenge. Lightning strikes twice. Take this. I'll not make the journey home like that.
Chaz, somehow.
Go on.
Let's look at this again.
Go on.
Back to basics.
I don't. Huh. See here. Weapon set 1 and 2. Ritual sacrifice is described in skill section. Red lines are for weapon set 1. Then you got weapon set 2. Okay. Alright. So, weapon set. So, green lines. Red lines. Okay.
Fix. Take this. Straight through the art. A clean kill. Bring it on. That were almost a challenge. Shake up the dust. Another hunt, another trophy. This is what I get for freeing you.
Huh. I don't know. Don't you know, chat?
I like it here. It's quiet like.
Those are RNG definitely kicked in. I don't know. We'll check it out tomorrow. But I'm gonna go to bed, you guys. I'll catch y'all later. Until next time, at IP the Game.